All right, let's dive into something that, let's be honest, probably hits close to home for a lot of us. We're talking about that constant mental chatter, overthinking. Today, we're going to unpack a really powerful guide to letting go and finding some peace, all based on a sermon that gets right to the heart of this.
I mean, wow, that question just gets right to it, doesn't it? Lying awake at night, your mind just spinning and spinning. You know that feeling. It's like you're stuck. And even though it can feel like you're the only one going through it, it's something so many of us experience. This right here, this is the core problem we're going to tackle.
Okay, so if we're going to overcome this, we first have to know what we're really dealing with. And the source material we're looking at today paints a pretty intense picture. It says overthinking isn't just some quirky, bad habit. No, it's way more serious than that. It's described as a thief living inside your own head.
And just listen to that language. It's not some dry, clinical definition. It's personal. It's visceral. It's not just thinking too much. It's an active force that steals your joy, robs your peace, and locks you up in a prison of fear. Wow. When you frame it like that, you really start to see the true cost of it all, right?
And believe it or not, the message goes even deeper. It takes this whole struggle from just a mental habit and elevates it to something called spiritual warfare. The mind itself is called a battlefield. I mean, that really raises the stakes, doesn't it? Suddenly, this isn't just about feeling a little less stressed. It's about fighting and winning a really important internal war.
So that's a big concept, the mind as a battlefield. But how do we even get stuck on that battlefield to begin with? Well, let's dig into what the sermon points to as the root cause, this constant battle for control. And it all boils down to this one thing, control. The argument here is that overthinking starts because we're trying to do something we were never meant to do. We try to manage every single detail, predict every possible outcome. Basically, we try to play God. And that effort, trying to control things that are completely uncontrollable, that's what leads straight to all that mental anguish.
So what's feeding this need for control? What's the fuel? Well, it's one thing, fear. It's the fear of failing, the fear of being rejected, the fear of what other people are going to say, fear of getting hurt all over again. And, yeah, the biggest one of all, fear of the unknown. Every single one of these fears is like throwing another log on the fire of overthinking.
Okay, so this is a really helpful way to look at it. The sermon basically draws a line in the sand separating your job from God's job. So on our side of the line, what do we tend to do? We worry, we overthink, we try to plan out every single detail. But the message here is to switch that. Instead of worrying, worship. Instead of overthinking, obey. Instead of planning everything, just pray and walk in faith. The whole idea is to just focus on your side of the line and trust the other side will be taken care of.
All right, so we've talked a lot about the problem, this need to control everything. So what's the answer? This brings us right to the heart of the message, and it's a big one, the power of surrender. We're moving from what's wrong to how to make it right.
And here's the thing that might seem a little backwards at first. The antidote to overthinking isn't more thinking. It's actually the total opposite. It's surrender. You can't analyze your way out of this trap. The only way out is to just let go. It's a huge shift from trying harder to simply releasing. Okay, so surrender sounds good, but how do you actually do it? Well, the sermon gives us 3 really practical steps. First up, be still. You gotta create some quiet space so you can actually hear that calmer voice instead of your own panic. Second, take every thought captive. This is an active thing. You have to grab those anxious thoughts and check them against the truth. And number 3, choose obedience over analysis. This one's big. It means just taking the next right step without needing to have the whole blueprint for the next 10 years figured out.
And this is so important. Surrender doesn't mean you're weak or you're just giving up. Not at all. It's about being real. It's about being honest. This quote says it perfectly. You're not supposed to be strong all the time. You're just called to be real. Because it's in that moment, when you admit you can't do it all, that's when His power can actually show up. Your weakness literally becomes the place where strength is found.
So, let's say you do this. You practice surrender. What's the payoff? What's the destination? Well, this last part is all about that ultimate result, which is called walking in divine peace.
I love this because it's like we're listening in on the 2 voices inside our heads. You've got the overthinking voice that's always asking, but what if everything goes wrong? And then you have the faith voice that calmly answers, you know what? Even if it does, my God is still good. The overthinker screams, I have to make this happen. But faith just says, God will open the door when it's time. It's that constant tug of war between needing to know everything right now and just trusting in the bigger plan.
And this gets to a really profound redefinition of what peace even is. Think about it. We usually think peace is when all our problems go away, but that's not what's being said here. True peace isn't the absence of problems, it's the presence of God. It's an internal calm that you can have even when the world outside is a complete storm.
And that right there, that's the ultimate goal. That's the promise. The payoff for all this isn't just a few calm moments here and there. It's a whole new way of living. It's freedom. Real freedom from the fear, from the anxiety, from that prison of overthinking we've been talking about. It's your inheritance. So, we're going to leave you with this one final question to think about, because really, it boils this whole entire message down to one simple but powerful choice. At the end of the day, it's not about learning some complicated new trick. It's about deciding which voice inside your head you're going to listen to. The voice of fear or the voice of faith? Because the voice you choose, well, that's the one that's going to shape your life.